I am just on my way back from a watchtower that I found where I was able to kill a couple of Pillager Captains, giving me BAD OMEN level 2 this time. I have gotten to BAD OMEN level 6 in the past, but I was having troubles with the general area around the watchtower. So I decided to call it at, I got to go back with better equipment and also more torches to light up the area, do a little bit of leveling. The pillagers were just able to get too much angle on me, and I was close. I was down to 2 hearts left, so before I was able to hide and eat some food. So wouldn't be a bad idea to bring a couple healing potions back to that particular area until I can do a little terraforming and really make some good shooting angles, and then I might be able to work my way up to BAD OMEN level 6 as I once did. To do that, I think it took me three in-game days, like 3 cycles of night, to get that done. I was almost out of time because you start losing your buffs after a certain period of time. So I thought, well, I haven't done a raid in World E yet, so this will be my first raid in World E, and I'm almost back to my cellar. My cellar's in the 400s, so we'll be coming to the end of this shaft here in a second. And any time after that, a raid will trigger as I approach the village, which is up at the top of the shaft coming out of my mine and heading up to my cellar. Hopefully all goes well. I do have arrows stored in my rampart, so I shouldn't run out of ammunition. I've got 59 steaks, as you can see, to eat. I don't need any other equipment to win the raid. I got my 3 banners that'll be hanging on the rampart later as a sign of victory. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure how many people have actually tried raids in hardcore mode before, or had to defend a raid, but this took a lot of prep time with my village being underground. It's not cheating per se, but it really makes it easier to focus on the raid group rather than having to run in amongst a bunch of buildings and land that might be shaped or have hills. Like a lot of villages are in terrible areas to use as a defense. There it goes. I can hear my villagers ringing the bell. They know something's up. Okay, I do not see the raiding party yet. They're coming from behind my birch trees that I'm trying to establish bees nests on. I see 2 of them anyway. They should be able to sense the general area of the bell and start working their way to it, which that's what the white flag represents. The white banner I got standing in the field was how in building the sweetberry field, that is how I determined where the center was. We're missing a bunch of group members. Raids in hardcore should be more than that. I only see 3, 4. Oh, there's a Vindicator. He's captain in this fleet. I don't care about Vindicators. They don't have ranged weapons, so they can't hurt me at all. These guys are too far away to be able to shoot, but they sense me, so they refuse to turn around. How easy is that? See, if I built it closer, they'd be in range to shoot. But I planned the sweetberries to be just the right distance away that they can spot me. Same with the bell. I'm close, you can hear the bell. If I back up a bit, you can't. That is what I discovered actually when I did my World D. I've been through this whole scenario in World D. but I did get killed in World D before I could enter the end portal, so I started a new match. Here they come again. Nope, a couple of them, if they see you, they try to get you, but if they don't see you, they work towards the village. That's why I put glass in here, so if I want to take a break, I can just watch just what's going on. In World D, I only had 2 layers. In this one here, I put glass right at ground level, so I can see anybody who's hiding tight up to the rampart. Before this was all filled in, solid rock. You can see there's no healers in this group, so they're actually going to start taking, every once in a while, they'll take a hit from the sweet berries. Mostly the sweet berries are just to line them up in straight rows facing away from me. Because when they're going sideways, it's much harder to hit them with the arrows. But when they sit facing you straight on like that, obviously it's a lot easier. That idiot out in the water is going to take a long shot. I don't think he's going to get out of the water in time. Here he comes. The AI for Vindicators is a lot smarter than just a regular Pillager. They do not stand still for very long. But eventually they go into a straight row. Makes it a little easier to get them. I think when I did my raid, triggered a raid at BAD OMEN level 6, there was more than 7 waves. I think there was an 8th wave, and it took 30 minutes or so for it all to go down. Later raids, of course, are a little harder because you start getting Ravagers. There's one below me right now, but he doesn't have any ranged weapons, so I don't really care. Witches heal the other pillagers, so they are always my first. I'm going to need one more. I don't really care about gathering experience orbs. It's nice if I can get a totem at the end, but defeating the raid, of course, is the most important part. I want to get the Hero of the Village buff for my character. It's one of the achievements in the game. It's otherwise quite hard to do when you're soloing a hardcore raid. He's already throwing healing potions because, guys, they must be expecting to take on damage. I don't see any evokers. Evokers run almost twice as fast as the rest of them, so they're usually easy to pick out. Unless you're riding a Ravager, then they're at normal Ravager speed. But evokers, of course, are dangerous because they have ranged weapons in the form of spells that create vexes that can fly through walls, can sense you from a long ways away. One problem with the witch AI is that when they get hurt, they stand still and try to heal themselves, and with a powerful bow, that's not good for them. Fire, you guys. You guys got to develop better crossbows. Ones that shoot a little farther. Why are you shooting at me? Normally they can actually shoot me through the gap between the rail and the brickwork. That one wasn't though. Not sure why. Oh, just missed them. See some glass hardware down there, which would be a good drop to pick up, but I don't think it'll be there by the end of the raid. Oh, these guys are going to be a while getting here. I should have positioned my trees in a different area. I did not consider that. When I wanted my bee farm to be close, but obviously it is actually a bit of a hindrance. Oh, not bad. The Vindicator can still sense the village from ways away. You're too slow, Wedge. Hello, guys. Well, if I just stand back out of view for a minute, they will go back to searching out the village and get to where I want them to be. Oh, there's an evoker in this group. And he's actually hurting himself. Without a witch to heal him, he's going to kill himself running into the sweet berries so often. So from the first time I did this, one thing I learned is you notice in the center I've got a double space wide row. That allows the Ravagers to go in there too, otherwise they refuse to enter the sweet berries. As you can see, the one that's over there is already reluctant to enter the sweet berry field. Oh, I gotta just about made an error there. Before I expose myself to everybody, I really gotta know where that evoker is. I don't see him anymore. I don't see a totem either, but just gonna check it along the front wall here. Make sure I don't get spotted by one. No, he's gone. So it's safe to expose myself to these guys. Start taking them out. Wow, that's a lot of indicators. Uh-oh, that's going to be a problem. Every time I do one of these, you learn a little bit more. But having them in the pumpkin patch is not a good idea. Oh, they've got a route out. There's an evoker there that's in my cattle frickin' pen now. But some of them have figured out that if you step on the pumpkins, you can get out. So I'm not sure how I'm going to get rid of that evoker. I'll probably have to use my arrow from way over here. going to be a long ways to shoot Vexes from. Probably going to end up killing all my cows too. Let's see. He can't sense me yet. There he goes, casting a spell. I think I got him. That's just pure luck. One raider remaining, and it's just a simple bowman. So I'm going to go expose myself since he seems to have locked himself up. Thought I saw an emerald in here somewhere, but it looks like it's already gone. Not that it matters, I'm not short on emeralds by any stretch of the imagination. There's a totem, that must be from one of those evokers. There's another banner. Oh, and another banner. There is an algorithm written into the game. Now I'm going to actually destroy the fence because if a Ravager gets in there, he has the same opportunity to fall into the same trap that these guys did, and I will have to keep that in mind from now on. The reason I put it in fences is because cats and random creatures would go and destroy the damn pumpkin seeds. And then I'd have to go reseed pumpkins all the time. Oh, I knew I was gonna. Oh, I got a bloody. I was gonna say I got some phantoms coming at me because I've been in that mine for so long. I never considered that. And they won't let you sleep during a raid anyway, so I can't get rid of them. Oh, I got him just in time. They spawned right beside where I was standing. We got an evoker riding a Ravager. We got another one in the center. Two of them on the ground in the center racing up and down. Well, until I find the healer. I see the healer now. I gotta go get that healer. Oh, these guys here are gonna piss me off. Come on, you guys. What the hell are you doing? Okay, where'd that healer get to? Got one of them. Oh. Gotta be wary of this evoker. They are definitely dangerous. Oh, just missing him. Okay, now he's on his own. His Ravager has died. There's a totem right there. That'd be handy. I don't want to go down there with this guy here though. I got the rail, so they can't knock me off my rampart, but just the Ravager left. Oh, he's coming out. He's too smart. I'm not gonna have enough time to get there and back if I get caught up in the sweet berries trying to go for the totem. Feel like an idiot losing my game because of a move just for an item. One, two evokers. 3. 1 on a Ravager and 3 on a ground. Two witches, 3 witches. Nope, 2 witches. What's my arrows doing? Looks like this is going to be another 30-minute raid. Takes a while. If you're going to do it carefully anyway. They're healing that guy, so I'm trying to hit one of them, see if I can get the witches to stand still long enough to be wiped out. Too low, Alan. There we go. Got one of them. Whoop. Where's my evokers that are remaining? I got one on a Ravager. Okay, there's another witch, I think. What have we got left? Oh, he hit me right through the wall. I remember that actually from my roll D rating. Oh, he's got an evoker. There's Vexes there. I can hear them. I don't know how long the spell lasts. Oh, he casted it to take out a wandering traveler. They're getting spit on by the llamas. I'm hoping that Ravager kills himself because there's no healers to heal him now, and that'll put the evoker on the ground, and that gives me an advantage. Because the evoker will be taking direct damage. It looks like both the llamas are dead. I have no idea why he's taking damage. It looks like he's getting in the sweet berries too. Okay. Very few hit points left. Both those guys are almost on the verge of dying. The bar represents total hit points of the group, so yeah, there he goes. And even though I lost count in the waves, obviously that was the last remaining wave. Now I suppose I got no room in inventory for any of this stuff. Try to go and pick up whatever's remaining and look it over later. Wow. Well, I don't need this. I got a freaking field full of carrots. Don't need those either. Let's go look for totems. There's one in there. Okay. Hides are easy to come by. Totems obviously don't stack, so that's going to take up. Coal's easy to come by. What's this potion? Sugar. An experience orb, but that's irrelevant for me as well. Considering the mob farm I've created, it is not hard for me to get experience for when I need it. So that was a level 2 Bad Omen. String. Oh, another banner. Let that be a warning to all future raiding parties that it's a dangerous place for them to be. I could leave the flag up. I was going to remove the flag, but I don't even have room in inventory for it anyway. Alright, I'm going to end this video. Oh, well, I guess in case nobody's ever done a raid, I'll show you one other thing. Since it's daylight out, the villagers are going to be out. And this is when they offered their greatest discounts. 12 potatoes, 10 carrots. Let's go to the Smiths. I always like going to the Smiths and showing people how cheap it is to buy stuff. An enchanted pickaxe for 1 emerald instead of 19. Enchanted shovel for 1 instead of 22. Now these are all converted zombies. Zombie villagers, so I already was getting a discount to start with. But in some cases it's even less than the existing discount. See, same with the spell books. Instead of 17 emeralds, it's 1 emerald and a book for a spell. And they start throwing stuff at you too. They want, this is all for me. They just keep sending you items for the next, until Hero of the Village buff wears off. Whenever you're walking amongst villagers, they will just toss you stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Mending, 1 book, or 1 emerald in a book. Getting champ. Well, and that's why I literally have mending on everything I've got that's of use. I'll just go down to the mob farm and I'll heal this up in a few minutes. All you got to do is put it in your shield slot, and as you're killing mobs in the mob farm, some of that experience will immediately transfer to your tools. Anyway, I will end the video. That is a raid on hardcore mode in my world E.